Now we are moving to our next event, which is all about pioneering efforts in pure oak wood, organic Shitake mushroom from Nagaland in NER India. It will be presented by Dr. Sosang Longkumer. I could quickly brief about Dr. Sosang Longkumer. Dr. Sosange Longkumer is a social entrepreneur armed with graduation degree in microbiology, post-graduation degree in applied genetics from Bangalore University and PhD in genetics from ICAR NU Nagaland. He worked as a research associate for ICAR starting 2015 to 2018 and is well experienced in the field of research studies and activities. He is a founder of Konnichiwa Agritech, an agritech startup based out of Dimapur, Nagaland, established in the year 2020. Sole organization in the state with a functioning laboratory that manufactures varying mushroom spawns, including the exotic Shitakes spawns. It specially promotes and supports the oak wood Shitake cultivation, taking into account the state's available resources and viable climatic condition. Welcome Dr. Sosang Longkumer to Konnichiwa Pune 2021.
Thank you for the opportunity to the organizing team of the Konnichiwa 2021. I would like to really appreciate for giving me this platform to highlight some of the mushroom activities that is going on in Nagaland, Northeast India. And I would tell you why Nagaland or Northeast India is special for these exotic mushrooms. Of course, Shitake mushroom, which I will be sharing you the pictures and all these things in the slide, is an Japanese origin. They have been cultivating for thousands of years, but it is somewhat new to our Indian counterpart. It is popularizing all over the world now, and it has been a few years that it has been coming up in India. The market is growing, and you know, we found out that the Northeast India is the right place to, you know, explore about this mushroom into a large scale because of the climatic conditions as well as the availability of resources. So I will be sharing a short slide, and then after the slide, I will take you to the live farm of some of the farmers as well as some recorded videos of some of our farmers. Now I'll share the slide. Yeah. So this is the Shiitake. Shiitake is an oak family wood, and taki is a mushroom in Japanese language. So the name derived from it, Shitake mushroom. So it is grown in oak log. Now, let's first highlight where Nagaland is. Nagaland is in the eastern part of India. It's a small state and it's a hilly area. Now, Nagaland and other northeastern state lies in one of the most biological diverse place on earth. A brief introduction about the Nagaland. It's a small state with 16,500 square kilometer. The population is less than 1.9 million, and there are about 16 major tribes. The elevation varies from about 500 meter above sea level to about 3,800 meter above sea level. And the temperature varies from 21 degrees Celsius to 40. However, most of the places are moderate to very cold area, except one or two places, which is the lowland that is little warm. Now, 1/6 of the area is covered with tropical and subtropical area. And most of the forests are covered with densely populated oak trees. Now, shiitake, it has a lot of these medicinal values, such as one important content is a beta-glucan lanthanin. Now, that helps in fighting the cancer cells, and other essential amino acids also are present. So that is the main thing which is beneficial to the health. And of course, it is very tasty, and people loves it. Now, the climatic condition required for cultivating shiitake, I'll just go in a brief, is about 7 to 25 degrees Celsius and a little higher humidity of about 80 to 85. And the hotspot for cultivation shiitake is the availability of raw material. Now, if we see in India, the Nagaland and Northeast India lies in the Eastern Himalaya Hills. So Eastern Himalaya Hills are blessed with many oak species. There are about 16 oak species found in India, and more than 10 are found in Northeast India. Now, within the Northeast India also, these Naga Hills and Indo-Burma border in Nagaland are mostly populated with these oak trees. So the districts such as Kohima, Tuinsang, Mok, Chong, Ek, and some of the Naga districts in Manipur's state are very suitable for this, and also their climatic conditions. Now, when to cut the log for cultivation of shiitake? So shiitake is cultivated in the log which is cut. Now here we make sure that the people cut only the tree branches or a tree polarting. A tree polarting means in winter season we cut the logs, the tree at a particular height, like about 3 feet from the ground, so that the tree doesn't die off, but it gives out shoot, many branches in the near future. So by doing so, we are conserving the forest and regenerating the forest. So we make sure that the farmer follow this rule very strictly. Now, collection of log for cultivation of shiitake is done during the winter when the tree are dormant. So mostly from October to March, we do that. Now, in the middle of the picture, you can see this is called tree pollarding. Now we cut at a particular height and you can see many tree branches coming out. So thereby we are, like utilizing the tree resources for our economic income, as well as we are producing more, we are letting the tree produce more branches so that we can, like utilize it for our future and for our future generation also. Now, for transferring the fungus, the shiitake fungus, which is cultured in lab, into the log, we need a medium to transport that. So what we use is a wood dowel. It's a small piece of wood, which is about 8 mm in diameter and 1 inch in length. So I have just, like come up with this idea. Actually, this we get a lot of wood dowel ready-made from abroad and all, but those are very expensive. So what I did was I just come up with this idea, and then it works very well, and we are getting very good result. Thereby we are reducing a lot of costs for the farmers, and it is affordable to the farmers. Since India being a poor country economically compared with the European and Japan and Americans, this is helping us a lot. So for example, a wood towel per one piece of wood towel in Europe and America costs about 7 rupees, Indian rupees. Whereas this wood towel that I have produced costs about 2 rupees. So thereby we are saving a lot of money. Now, steps for cultivation of shiitake will be, we collect the wood at a right season. We procure the spawn wood dowel, we drill them and we inoculate them, as you can see on the picture to the right, and then we cover them with the wax. Now, after that, we let them stay in jungle, that is under the forest shade, for about 1 year, so that the fungus take over the log and they colonize that. Now, when the time comes, they mature and fruit the mushroom, and they will fruit the mushroom for about 3 to 4 times in a year, and depending on the density of wood, that is hardwood or softwood, it will fruit for 3 to 5 years, sometimes 6 years, like that, continuously. So one inoculation will last that much. So it's a good economic booster for the farmers. Now, at present, our Kongnor Agritech is collaborated with various departments such as Department of Forest, Government of Nagaland, Nagaland State Rural Livelihood Mission, and Department of Horticulture, and many more departments. However, these are the 3 major departments that we are doing some collaborative projects. Now, Department of Forests, we have done a pilot project in 2019 to 2021 with the funding of Japanese International Cooperation Agency, that is JICA, and it has been really successful, and we are on the talk for the renewal and upgradation of the project. And at present, we are doing a major project with Nagaland State Rural Livelihood Mission, where we will be covering 10,000 households and 1,000 self-help group. We will be cultivating in about 250,000 logs. That will be one of the biggest cultivation of shiitake, I think all over the world in one go. So that we are implementing now. And with Department of Horticulture also, every year we invite the beneficiary, we select, and then we implement this program. Now, these are some of the pictures where cultivation of shiitake is going on. Most of the farmers are, about 80% of the farmers are ladies farmers. And as you can see in the picture, they are very enthusiastic and really, taking part in this program. And this is one of the successful self-help group from Aliba village, that is in Molchung district. They are cultivating under the Nagaland State Rural Livelihood Mission, and they have been doing it successfully for the more than past 2 years, and they have been benefited a lot through this venture. And these are some of the women self-help group under Japanese International Cooperation Agency, Department of Forest Department, Government of Nagaland. This is in Topima, Kohima district. And yeah, they are also doing it very successfully. And they are covering our state capital market in supplying this shiitake. These are some of the shiitakes. Now we have been doing some trials in lower altitude area. It is almost like a plain area, and maybe about 200 to 300 meter above sea level, and it's a warm climate too. So with extra care and precautions, that we were able to fruit the shiitake very nicely. So there are some parameters that we used, such as softwood. We have used some softwood. We have used intense watering to cool down the log, and we have been carrying the log for much more than the usual one. So we have successfully fruited the shiitake. Now, these are some of the shiitake that has been we are marketing in supermarket and all these things. Of course, it is just the initial stage. So we have to develop packaging, labeling, and all these things. However, this is just a market trial as of now. And the people are really excited and they love this mushroom. these are some of the dried shiitake done by the self-help group. And in the coming year, we are planning to, scale up this dry process, because the shelf life of dry shiitakes are more than years, and also we can easily export it to other countries or to other states of the India. Since due to the lack of facility with the cold chain and all, we are unable to do trade with the fresh shiitake at present. However, we are working on it with the help of the government also, and hopefully we will be doing that also soon. Now, looking beyond the Konnichiwa 2021, now we Nagaland, we are a small state, and it's a topography is very difficult for large scale farming, because it's a hilly area, so we are focusing on quality production of crops, like high value crops, which with less crop you can have more income, like that. So we would be very happy to exchange knowledge with our Japanese counterpart, so that we can learn more about how to produce more better quality mushrooms, not only the shiitake, but other mushrooms such as inukitake or maitake and all these things. And also other agricultural crop where the farmers can be benefited, and like it can be an economic booster for our tribal people. And of course, the market linkage between the two countries, that will be a good beneficial for the farmers. And if we can have some exchange programs, especially on farming technology, that would be a very, very good, like some of the farmers from India or the Northeast people, Nagaland people, can go to Japan. They can learn some technology which can be implemented, not a very high-fi technology, but the basic technique which can be implemented in Nagaland, and that can bring some changes in our agricultural sector. That'll be a great help for the Naga people, of course. And the Japanese farmers can also come to Nagaland and explore the beauty and the natural vegetation and the exotic crops or the fruits that we have here. And we can have this partnership. And of course, like as I've mentioned earlier, we would be happy to learn about the hill farming, where we can have a high value crops in our state. So thank you so much, and I will be taking you to the live farm in Aliba village. Our counterpart in Aliba farm can start their live with you. Yeah. So Imnala, yeah, she is the farmer from Aliba village. At present, they are doing a small-scale shiitake farm. There are more than 10 farms in their village, and more than 10 SHGs are involved in different farms. This year, with the help of Nagaland State Rural Livelihood Mission, they will be upgrading to a commercial farm. All the 10 farms will be upgrading because of their good results in the past 2 years. So she will show through. Nai farm dikan sayong ne.
Video.
These are the shiitake logs. Tanam mesong je sayong. Now you can see mushroom ba jikan tong sayong. Shitaka. So these are the shiitake mushroom fruiting at present. Yeah. So they are fruiting shiitake every month. For example, like if they have 1,000 logs or 500 logs, 50% of the log they trigger the fruiting this year, this month, and then next month the another 50% of the log they will trigger the fruiting. Trigger the fruiting means they give shock wave and wash the log, water it, then the log start to give the mushroom like that. So they are having a continuous fruiting of mushroom, and then that way they are having a very good income. 어떤 상조?
여기 언옥방지 머리스치 lok Mokchung district Aliba village Nuilier. That's sir. Yeah, Shitak iba lok yan nuklangan na sir. Tinam chikalier noktang iyak paje. Tas no ipa ya yang lor clan yakam nungi yang lor. Tas sir yakam. Wait a second.
시다고 사용네 로.
Yang lobaji tang da sinong the harvest 207 kg. Dalitze.
Okay, in 1 year 207 kg. Okay.
207 kg. That's sir.
Per kg per kg how amount?
600 rupees per kg.
500 rupees.
No,
600 rupees per kg. Okay.
That's sir.
So
tang sinongji sen laka wali zoko.
So this farm has generated an income of more than 1 lakh rupees in 1 year. Yeah. So it's a very good income, and it will keep fruiting for another 5 years. Yeah. So every year they will have a very good income. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much from to the Pangchamer self-help group, Aliba village under Nagaland State Rural Livelihood Mission. We are very much happy that you are excited and you are giving a lot of effort in cultivating this shiitake mushroom. This year we will be cultivating more mushroom in this village with the help of the Nagaland State Rural Livelihood Mission. And we hope that we will reach the international market with your expertise. Thank you so much. I will be sharing some other slide, some of the recorded video of other farms. Yeah, you can see one. This is under Japanese International Cooperation Agency in Topima Village, under the Department of Forest, Government of Nagaland.
Mushroom itu kan to SSG Seven Sisters tu pemakan last day. Tu puste? Bukan pudanya. Oh, zau pusa saja. Ji pudama. Kalau SSG Seven Sisters ko chipel tu ke bau tu. Apa ni nak nulis apa sebenarnya? Dipedilo.
Yeah. So thank you very much. We are at the initial stage of the shiitake farming and other exotic mushroom farming, and we hope with the help of various agency and collaboration and sharing of knowledge and idea, we will be able to reach international market very soon. Thank you so much for giving this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sosang Longkumer, for such a wonderful presentation and letting know about shiitake mushroom, I'm sorry. And it was pleasure knowing all about this. So thank you joining us in Konnichiwa Pune 2021. Hope to see you next year.